Zafyra is a superhero with a difference. She can time travel. Not only that, but she can manipulate time and use her neurolinguistic powers to reprogram people's ingrained beliefs. She has a unique telekinetic bond with her mother, who together help save the world from a Western power-hungry dictator and build bridges with the Middle East. There's only one problem. Her nemesis has the same superpowers and battles her across time, manipulating history until one of them is defeated and their true identity is revealed. It began with a slight ripple across my coffee cup. 30 seconds later, it happened again. But this time my coffee sploshed over the side of the cup, soaking the lilac-lace tablecloth. I held my breath as I tried to fathom what was going on. I looked over to the television, and there was the normal lunchtime chat show with 4 middle-aged women sitting behind a long, curved melamine desk. Then the screen suddenly turned blue. No signal. It was at this point that I began to get anxious. Was it another earth tremor like a few months earlier? It had woken me up in the middle of the night with the bed swaying. As I fumbled to put on the lamp, I remembered the fear of thinking that the flat was haunted by a poltergeist. It wasn't until the morning that the news on the radio announced that there'd been an earthquake. It had measured 7.5 on the moment magnitude scale, and it had wrecked parts of East London, especially a substantial amount of the 2012 Olympic site. The estimated damage and cost of repair would run into billions. I gingerly moved towards the window and pulled the curtain back. A faint breeze was leaking through the closed double-glazed window, and I could hear a rushing sound. It was like radio interference. As I parted the net curtain and looked out, I could see a wall, and it dawned on me, and I froze. It was a wall of water, racing towards me and building in height. The noise was thunderous now, and the power and speed that was coming towards me made the window shake violently and then implode. Glass shards flew into my face and hair and up my nostrils, and I screamed from the shock of pain that splintered along the lower leg bone. As my body slammed into the wall on the opposite side of the room, I felt a sharp, searing pain shoot across my abdomen, down to my pelvis and my groin. I screamed out, "No!" as all I could think about was my unborn baby. The water then came smashing in through the wall. I gasped as the pounding, freezing flood began to make my home disintegrate around me. I felt my arms and legs desperately trying to kick, but the pain was immense, and I didn't want to die. Not like this. I began to choke as the water invaded my mouth and nostrils. "Breathe, must breathe," I kept telling myself. A flash of light cut through my vision and made a momentary rainbow in the swirling water. I remember thinking that it must have been lightning, and then I blacked out. The throbbing pain woke me. Everywhere hurts. I tried to breathe through it all, but all I can manage are jagged gasps. I hear a chair scrape against the floor. I'm afraid to open my eyes and see where I am, but I know I have no choice. I might be in more danger. I try to lift my eyelids, but they feel tight and heavy and swollen. I manage to open my left eye a crack, and I just see tiny dots of light whizzing in front of me. With effort, I pull my right eyelid and I see the dots of light hovering and scurrying around me, but just around me, not beyond me. Beyond me is darkness, a deep, dense darkness. I choke as I take a rapid intake of breath. It's caught in my chest. Then I remember my baby. I try to touch my stomach to see if it's been hurt, but I can't move my hands. They're somehow restrained by an invisible force. I think, what is this? Where the hell am I? I call, hello? My voice is hoarse and strained. I call again, hello? Help! There is movement in my periphery vision. To the right, as I turn my head, I see a woman come through the door and approach me where I am laying. I can't understand what I'm seeing. Have I damaged my mind? This woman looks at me and smiles. I can't understand. She looks like an older me, at least 20 years older. She has long grey hair tied back in a plait and lines on her face that deepens when she smiles. My name is Zafyra, she says. I am your daughter. Thank you.